What's going on YouTube? Jared, Red Racer video. Today we are talking about cars. The 2018 Ford Mustang. Newly refreshed. They've done some big things. In my opinion, they've made themselves much more relevant as far as the big three go. Big three being Challenger, Camaro, and Mustang. Before we get into it, I want to take a quick second and thank everyone who has liked, subscribed, and shared this channel. We are now over 1,100 subscribers. And I know that's not a lot if you compare me to Street Speed 717 or Cletus McFarlane. P.S. I am doing it for Dale real big over here. Cletus McFarlane, check me out. Thank you to everybody who's supported the channel at this point. It is a big deal to me. Tickles me pink, my mom would say. That I've got enough of you that think that I'm not a complete moron that want to stick around and watch me some more. So thanks to all of you guys who have already subscribed. Without further ado, let's get into what we're here to talk about, and that is the 2018 Ford Mustang. This ugly bugger you see here behind me, and yes, I said it, this ugly bugger you see here behind me. Ford, what did you do? Your 2017 Mustang, I loved. As a Camaro guy, as a Chevrolet homer, I loved the Ford Mustang. I loved the GT350, the GT350R, and just a GT. I mean, in the right configuration with a decent set of wheels on it, I think that car is beautiful. And you've ruined it. I'm interested to hear what everybody else thinks. Go ahead and leave that in the comments. And I know a bunch of you Ford fanboys are going to crush me, but I've heard a lot of Ford people say the same thing, that they went backwards. They ruined the front of it. The taillights they made curvy instead of flat. I don't know why. I don't like that they did that. Maybe it'll grow on me later. And in self-admission here, I kind of tend to not like styles when they come out new. I didn't like the 6th gen Camaro when I first saw it, but I am past the I first saw it stage for the 18 Mustang. I have looked at it and looked at it and looked at it. And just for good measure, I'll look at it one more time. It's still ugly. But that's subjective, so we'll move past that. Get into the meat and potatoes. Get into the numbers, because in my opinion, that's a lot of what matters, and that's why a lot of people buy these cars. Performance has gotten better. They've gained power. They now make 5 horsepower more than the Camaro does. So they're at 460 horsepower. They are still down to the Camaro by about 35 foot-pounds of torque. I think it's 35 foot-pounds of torque. They still only make 420, but they're making up for a lot of that by using the 10-speed automatic transmission that comes out of the ZL1 and the Ford trucks that Chevy and Ford co-developed. So they're going to make up some of that in gearing, and they're also now going to add I think they call it a drag mode or a drag race mode. So that should make up for some of that. Ford is claiming that the car is going to run the 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. Why they didn't just give us an actual time? Maybe they're trying to keep you in suspense. Maybe they're not trying to do what the Dodge Demon did and claim some stupid 0 to 60 or quarter-mile time that the car is never going to achieve in real-world conditions. And yes, I said it, and we'll save that for another video because I'm recording a Demon video. But that car was grossly overrated, and nobody that buys one, save for some professional drag racers, nobody is going to make that car run what they claim. Maybe that's what Ford's doing. Maybe Ford's just trying to hold it a little bit closer to their vest until they can actually get it in the hands of some of the editors or some of the journalists and find out what people can really real world put down in the car. But at any rate, it's an improvement, because prior to the 18 Mustang, the Ford was the slowest of the three. The Camaro was the fastest, the Challenger was next, and the Ford was bringing up the rear. You know, braking and handling, the Ford was better than the Challenger, but, and this is not just Chevy Homer talking, as of 2016 and 2017 model year cars, the Camaro, just in the SS form, was mopping the floor up with the GT and the RT Challenger. I'm not talking about Hellcats. I'm not talking about GT350s. I'm just talking Camaro SS, Mustang GT, and Challenger RT. Camaro was ahead. And rightfully so. It was the newest platform, so maybe that's what you'd expect out of it. But the Camaro was kicking their butts. So Camaro, or Ford rather, went back to the drawing board, made some changes, threw some more power at it, and gave it a better transmission. I don't know if they lost weight and stuff like that yet, but the car is faster, and Ford's claiming it'll do 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds, so that's great. If you're looking at the big three of the cars, the Challenger is by far the most archaic. I mean, it's an old platform. It's big, it's heavy. Yeah, it gives you more leg room. Yeah, it's roomier inside, and maybe that makes it a more comfortable daily driver. But for me, my daily driver needs to handle, needs to turn, needs to perform. And Ford is caught right up. I think that, I don't know if it'll necessarily be faster than the Camaro yet, but it'll be right there with it from the sounds of it. Because as many of you know, the Camaro SS in an automatic with just the 8-speed was running a 0 to 60 of 3.9 seconds. So a lot of that has to do with the fact that it's direct injected and it makes a lot more torque, and so it's gaining a lot of ground in the very beginning or when you very first take off. But Ford's catching up. You know, Ford's going to be right there with them, if not just barely ahead. I kind of expected Ford to do a little more. I will say that. And again, that's not the Chevy homer in me talking. That's just reality. It seems like they always one up each other, and then it's up to the other manufacturer to go back to the drawing board and make more power or make changes or lose weight or make the chassis better or do whatever you can to speed the car up. But I expected Ford to do more. I really did. One thing I will give Ford, the Coyote motor that's in those cars is stout. I mean, stout. There are some people around us here locally, and I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah. There are a lot of guys with that Coyote motor that are making stupid power. I mean, bolting twin turbo kits on, full bolt-ons, and not breaking stuff. So I will give Ford that. They made the Coyote motor incredibly stout. That 5.0 is a solid engine. So I kind of expected them to do more. I kind of expected them to push it a little harder. I think that they're leaving a lot on the table. I don't know if they're doing that for the tuner world. I don't know if they're doing that for the GT350 or, sorry, the GT500 they're coming out with. Not sure what the methodology was there, but I really expected them to come right out and just surpass the Camaro's performance, and they're not doing that. They're kind of just matching it. So again, it was just a refresh. They're not getting carried away with it, so there's not tons more really to go over, and I don't want this video to be painfully long. My thoughts on the car are, it is butt ugly, but it is faster and will be more relevant because now it won't be the slowest of the three pony cars, because prior to the refresh, the Camaro and the Challenger were both kicking the Mustang's butt. Let's hear from you guys. I want to know now. Comments down below. What do you guys think of the Mustang? I don't want to just hear from Ford guys. I don't want to just hear from my Chevy guys. I want to get some more Ford guys in on this one and hear what you guys think. Do you think it got uglier? That is my most frequently contemplated thought in my head is, did it get ugly? Because I think that it got ugly. I just, looking over here at the screen, I guess it looks meaner, maybe. I'm just not feeling it. Yeah, I don't know. It's not doing it for me. Go ahead and comment down below, guys. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, thank you everybody who's been there with me from day one. Thank you to everybody that's new. And if you haven't already, hit the like button if you like the video. Hit the subscribe button if you want to get some more videos from me. Thanks again, guys, for coming with me. Jared, Red Racer Video. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Hopefully we gain a bunch of new people to grow the family and the brand. If you haven't already, check out www.redracervideo.com. Follow us on Facebook. It's just /Red Racer Video. Follow us on Instagram @Red Racer Video. And like I said, subscribe, like, and I want to see you guys on the next one. Until the next video, Jared, Red Racer Video. I'll catch you guys on the next one.